You ever scroll through internet and realize that everything is a false flag now? Someone drops their coffee, staged by CIA, celebrity breaks up, part of the distraction, your Wi-Fi cuts out, clearly government interference. I mean, at this point, if my toaster burns my bread, there's probably a Reddit thread blaming the Pentagon. But before we go full tinfoil hat mode, let's actually talk about what a false flag is. The term comes from old school naval warfare. Ships would fly another country's flag to trick the enemy before attacking. Basically, pretend to be someone else, cause chaos, then blame them for it. And yeah, it's real. Governments have actually used or proposed false flag operations throughout history. We'll get to those in a minute. So why am I talking about this now? Because lately, the phrase false flag has become the internet's new reflex. Anytime something big happens, a tragedy, a protest, or a political scandal, you can bet someone's yelling fake, staged, false flag within 5 minutes. And that's kind of fascinating. Not because all those claims are true, but because we have reached a point where nobody believes anything anymore. Part of that is thanks to AI. Deepfakes, AI-generated news anchors, fake celebrity voices, they're everywhere now. Entire videos online look real until you pause and realize none of those people exist. And that's made people paranoid, sure, but also woken a lot of people up. People are realizing that not everything online is true, or at least not more true than any other source. The problem is, instead of double-checking facts or looking for verified sources, a lot of people just start writing their own version of the truth, especially people who grew up online. They question everything, not just news posts, but even old history books, documentaries, you name it. And when you question everything long enough without ever verifying anything, you stop believing in anything at all. That's the scary part, because once everything feels fake, the real truth doesn't stand a chance. False flags aren't just an online meme, they're a documented part of history. Here are a few actual verified examples. The Glewitz Incident, 1939.
On the night of August 31st, 1939, a small German radio station crackled with gunfire. Within minutes, the world was told that Polish soldiers had stormed across the border. But the truth was darker. The attackers were not Polish at all.
Nazi forces faked an attack on a German radio station and blamed Poland. It was used as justification to start World War II. Operation Northwoods, 1962.
A bunch of people think 9/11 was a false flag. And then there's real ones that we know about, like Operation Northwoods. Didn't happen, but they really did sign, the Joint Chiefs of Staff signed a proposal where they wanted to blow up American airliner and blame Cuba.
The United States Department of Defense proposed staging fake terrorist attacks and blaming Cuba to justify invasion. It never happened, but the documents were declassified. You can literally read them on the National Security Archive website. The Gulf of Tonkin Incident, 1964.
And Secretary of Defense Robert S. McNamara called him, asking if there was a possibility that there was no actual attack. And Sharp answered, yes.
The United States claimed North Vietnam attacked a naval ship. Years later, declassified NSA reports confirmed the second attack never actually happened. Still, it was used to justify escalating the Vietnam War. So yeah, false flags are real. But the key word here is sometimes. They happen rarely, not every week, not every trending topic. Just because false flags have happened doesn't mean your neighbor's TikTok about weather lasers is onto something. The internet changed how we handle information. We used to read newspapers, now we read memes with watermark compression. You will see a random post saying, "This event didn't really happen," and suddenly people are like, "Damn, that's deep." We have gone from trust but verify to don't trust unless verified by a guy named Patriot Warrior 420. But it makes sense psychologically. When people feel lied to or manipulated, they start looking for patterns. The human brain hates randomness. Something bad happens, and we can't accept that it might just be chaos. We want someone to blame, a secret hand, a master plan. It's comforting in a weird way. If someone caused it, then someone can fix it. But the truth? Sometimes life is just messy. Sometimes it's greed, human error, or just plain stupidity. Not a 4D chess move by the Illuminati. Now, don't get me wrong, there are real examples of shady government operations. COINTELPRO, 1956-1979.
COINTELPRO was a massive government criminal operation directed against the population that went through 4 administrations.
FBI's secret program to spy on civil rights leaders, like Martin Luther King Jr. MKUltra, 1950s, 1970s.
A classified project was created to emulate the communist mind control programs, effectively fighting fire with fire.
A real CIA project experimenting with LSD and mind control, exposed in Senate hearings. So yeah, it's not crazy to think that governments sometimes manipulate the narrative. History proves it's possible. But there's a big difference between acknowledging real history and assuming every single thing is a cover-up. Because if you keep zooming out forever, everything starts looking like a conspiracy. It's like staring at static long enough until you convince yourself there is a pattern. The problem is, when everything is fake, nothing matters anymore. Every tragedy gets dismissed as staged, every witness gets called an actor, and when something truly corrupt or unjust happens, no one believes it. It just gets lost in the noise. The internet's obsession with fakeness ends up protecting the real bad actors because people can't tell the difference anymore. Real accountability disappears, replaced by memes and "I did my own research" videos that cite nothing. And honestly, that's scarier than any government plan. So next time you hear someone say it's a false flag, ask them, do you have evidence or just vibes? Because there is a difference between being skeptical and being chronically online. Skepticism means asking questions. Paranoia means answering them with fan fiction. So yeah, question authority, stay curious, and check your sources. But remember, sometimes bad things just happen. Sometimes it's not a secret plot, it's just Tuesday. Or maybe this video itself is a false flag. Could be true, who knows? Let me know in the comments what you think on this topic, and have a good day. Peace.